family, it's Denise from Marriage is Our Ministry. I'm here to do our 5th edition of our Extreme Marriage Makeover. I'm so excited about this one. We touched on 4 other issues before, and I hope you were able to watch the videos. If not, you're going to have to go back and watch them because they're really, really good. The first one was on forgiveness. The second one was on communication. The third one was on trust. And the fourth one was on intimacy. Now, today I am going to be talking to you on dealing with your past. Big issue sometimes not, but in a lot of relationships sometimes we have to deal with our past. I want to quickly touch on 4 points that we should be addressing if we want to deal with our past. So the first thing that you can do to help you deal with your past is to acknowledge it. We have to acknowledge if there's something bothering us from our past. And you'll know if there's something bothering you from your past, you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it. I know that happened to me for a very long time. You have to acknowledge that there is something going on. If you have a big old water balloon in your living room and it's filled with not water but maybe pink paint or something huge, and it's continually being filled and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, you have to acknowledge that it's there. You can't keep walking around it. The first thing you need to do is acknowledge that there is something bothering you from your past. And the second thing that you can do to help you with your past is to deal with your past. If this big old balloon in your living room that's filled with bright pink paint suddenly explodes, you can't walk around it anymore. You have to deal with that problem now. Hopefully it won't be a big issue that you have to deal with. But in any case, if there's something bothering you from your past, you have to acknowledge it, you have to deal with it. You can deal with it by talking to your spouse, enlist the help of a professional if needed, and pray about it, which actually brings me to my third thing that you can do to help you deal with your past, and that is to pray to God. Ask Him to heal any broken places that you have that you know is because of your past. He can heal you, and He can recreate you to be a new person for your spouse. Ask God to heal any broken places that you have and help Him to recreate you into something new. He's the awesome creator. He can do all things new, and He can do that for you too and your spouse. And the fourth and last thing is, don't let these things be bigger than they are. There may be issues from your past, a past relationship, or something in your past from your current relationship. Don't let it be bigger than it is. I know for me, I had to deal with things from years ago, but it took me a long time to actually deal with it. Why? Because I was making it out to be way bigger than it was. And when I finally confronted and dealt with it, not so big at all. The enemy wants us to think that our issues are so much bigger than they are. Why? Because he wants to keep us fearful. But we have to remember that fear is not of God. Fear is not of God. So we can deal with these things and not make them as big as the enemy wants us to think that they are. You'll see. So the 4 things to help you with your past is to, number 1, acknowledge it. Number 2, deal with it. Number 3, ask God to help you heal those broken places. And number 4, don't make it bigger than it is. Until next time, this is Denise with Marriage is Our Ministry, Extreme Marriage Makeover. God bless.